Hello, welcome everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in the series of a SAT guide, we are doing our second topic, which is the sum of linear equations or linear equations into variable, or we can say simultaneous equations. In the last video, we have already covered substitution method, and now we are doing elimination method. Well, as the name suggests, elimination method, that means you are eliminating something. And here in this case, we have to eliminate one variable so that we can calculate the value of another variable. So let me see step by step how exactly we can eliminate one variable to get the value of another variable. See, in this example, you can see we have two different equations. X plus 3y equals negative 7 and 4x plus 2y is equals to negative 8. Now, I have to write these down here just like x plus 3y equals 7 and 4x plus 2y equals negative 8 in a greater alignment. The next thing is I have to decide which variable I want to eliminate. I think let me eliminate x here. In order to eliminate x, we have to make the coefficient of x same. I'm just again repeating, if you have decided that you are going to eliminate x, then you have to make the coefficient of x same. So here, coefficient of x in equation 2 is 4. Coefficient of x in equation 1 is 1. Coefficient, that means the number written with the variable. So the number written with the variable x in second case is 4 and in first case is 1, and I need to make them same. I have to find how can I make 1, 4 same. Simple, by finding their LCM. The first common multiple, the lowest common multiple, and that is going to be 4 itself. So that means I need to make x 4x. I need to make this x 4x, and how can I do that? By multiplying it with 4. Easy? But in mathematics, you cannot add, subtract, multiply anything from your own. Okay, you have to maintain a balance. So if you are multiplying 4 to one variable, you are supposed to multiply 4 to every term of this equation in order to maintain a balance, because you cannot do like random things with equations on your own. So if you're multiplying 4 to x, you have to multiply 4 to y as well, and 4 to 7 as well, which will transform your equation 1 into 4x plus 12y is equals to 28, and the below equation is 4x plus 2y is equals to negative 8. And now the next step is you have to subtract them, because ultimately our main aim is to eliminate this variable. After making these variables same, obviously we have to eliminate it, and in order to eliminate, we just need to subtract. So subtract, subtract, and subtract. So minus minus will become plus. Simple, change the sign. So 4x minus 4x is 0. 12y minus 2y is 10y, and 28 plus 8 is 36. So y is equals to, so this will transform this equation into 4x plus 12y equals minus 28, and the bottom one remains as it is because we haven't done anything to it. Now after doing so, what's the purpose of doing it? After making the coefficient same, we have to subtract. That's why the method's name is elimination. You are eliminating it. So let me subtract it. Subtract, subtract, and on subtracting, this will become positive. So 4x minus 4x is 0. 12y minus 2y is 10y. And minus 28 plus 8 is minus 20. So y is equals to minus 2. This is your final answer. Now the next step is exactly the same how we have followed in substitution method. That means once you have the value of one variable, substitute in either of the equation to get the second variable. We have y equals -2. So I'm substituting value of y. So what I'm doing, I'm substituting value of y in equation 1. I can pick equation 2 as well. So x plus 3y equals -7. So x plus 3y is equals to -7. Y is -2. So x plus 3 into -2 is -7. X minus 6 is -7. And x is equals to -1. So we got the answer x is -1 and y as -2. Well, this is the case where it was easy to make the coefficient same because we have multiplied only one equation. What if where we have to multiply both the equations to find the common coefficient? Okay, let me give one example on the same. Now see this case. It's 3x minus 2y equals 14 and 4x plus 3y equals -4. Here, if we want to make the coefficient same, as I told you in elimination method, you can pick any variable. You can pick y, you can pick x. Let's say I'm picking y here and I want to make their coefficient same. Even in the case of x, you cannot multiply only one equation to make the coefficient same because the coefficient of 4x and 3x, like if you want to make them common, it would be 12. The LCM of both would be 12. That means you have to multiply 4x with 3 and 3x with 4. So in this case, in order to make x the same, you have to multiply both of them with some constant to make the coefficient same. And same goes with y because the coefficient of y here you can see is -2. And coefficient of y here in equation 2 is 3. And the lowest common multiple of 3 and 2 will be 6. Or you can say 3 and -2 would be -6. So you have to make the coefficient as -6 in this case. Okay, either you can make -6 or 6. It's totally on you. If you think that -6 would be a little bit like more complicated, so it's simple. You just have to see the coefficient here be 2 and coefficient here be 3, and you have to make their coefficient same. And even to make the coefficient 6, you have to multiply this whole equation by 3 and the whole equation by 2. So this is the case where you have to multiply both the equations. So let me start with making the coefficient of y same. And as I told you, the coefficient of bottom one is 3 for y and the top one is 2 and the LCM is 6. So we need to make it 6. In order to make this 6, we have to multiply. Let me just write it down. 3x minus 2y equals 14 and 4x plus 3y equals -4. In order to make their coefficients same, I need to multiply this with 3, obviously, to make it 6. So I need to multiply this with 3 and this with 3 as well. For the bottom one, we have 3y, and in order to make it 6, I need to multiply it with 2. So I'm multiplying it with 2, and we have to do with every term of this equation. That means multiplying this with 2 and multiplying this with 2 as well. And now we have a new transformed equations. This is 9x minus 6y equals 42. This is 8x plus 6y equals -8. Now, here a very important step. You have already made the coefficient same, but still the signs are opposite. Okay, so it's simple. As the name suggests, it's an elimination method. You have to eliminate it. In order to eliminate the variable x, either you can subtract or you can add. It's totally on you. Okay, because this is the most common, I would say, in the beginning, whenever I teach a student, they just got confused. It's a very common confusion that when to subtract, when to add. It's simple. See the signs. If it's opposite, add it, because ultimately we want to eliminate this variable. We want to make it 0. And how can you make it 0? If you can make it 0 by adding, add it. If you can make it 0 by subtracting, subtract it. So here, because they both have the opposite sign, so I just need to add it up. That's it. Because our aim is to eliminate it, to make it 0. So either add it or subtract it. We want it to be 0. So adding both equations. So on adding, I'll get 9 plus 8, 17x. This is 0y. And 42 minus 8 is 34, which is 34 here, and x is ultimately 2. Now the same process, substitute this value of x in either of the equation to get the value of y. So I'm just substituting this in equation 1. So 3x minus 2y equals 14. So what I'm doing, I'm just substituting. So 3 into 2 minus 2y equals 14, minus 2y is equals to 14, minus 6 is 8, and y equals negative 4. And this way we have calculated the value of x as 2 and y as negative 4. So this was about the elimination method. Well, you will find the practice sheets on both on website, which is exacademy.com. And same, I say the same thing in every video, that if you need personalized classes, then classes are at just $7 per hour. And you can find the paid worksheets and the free worksheets, both the subjective and objective, on our website. So if you want to purchase the worksheets or if you want to purchase the mock papers, all you need to do is just drop us an email at exactacademy@gmail.com, as well as if you want to enroll or if you want to book a free demo for the classes, you just drop us an email at exactacademy@gmail.com. We also provide classes from grade 1 to grade 12 for all the subjects. So just drop us an email. So that's it for today. Keep practicing. Have a great day.